self-discipline is incomplete. We've been taught that disciplined people wake up at 5 a.m., never miss workouts, stay focused for hours, and somehow always do what they need to do, even when they don't feel like it. And if you're struggling to stay consistent, it can feel like you're missing something. But here's the truth about self-discipline that almost nobody talks about. The most disciplined people don't rely on discipline nearly as much as you think. Imagine two people. The first person wakes up every morning and forces themselves to work out. Every day is a battle. They negotiate with themselves, argue with themselves, and drag themselves out of bed through pure willpower. The second person also works out every morning. But for them, it's almost automatic. Their workout clothes are already prepared. Their alarm is across the room. They belong to a gym where friends expect them to show up. They've built routines that make exercise the default choice. From the outside, both people look disciplined. But internally, they're living completely different experiences. The first person is fighting a daily war. The second person has designed an environment that reduces the need for constant self-control. And that's the first truth nobody talks about. Self-discipline isn't about winning endless battles against yourself. It's about creating fewer battles in the first place. Many people think discipline means becoming stronger. But often, becoming disciplined means becoming smarter. Think about it. If a bowl of candy sits on your desk all day, resisting it requires energy. If the candy isn't there, no resistance is needed. The disciplined choice becomes the easy choice. Yet, social media often celebrates extreme willpower. We see highlight reels of people grinding through pain, working while exhausted, and pushing themselves beyond their limits. What we don't see are the systems behind their success. The calendars, the habits, the routines, the carefully designed environments. The truth is that motivation comes and goes. Willpower gets tired. Even highly successful people have days when they don't feel like doing the work. What separates them isn't superhuman determination. It's that they've built structures that keep them moving even when motivation disappears. There's another side of self-discipline that rarely gets discussed. Sometimes the reason you're struggling isn't laziness. It's overload. Maybe you're trying to change 10 habits at once. Maybe your goals are so large that they feel overwhelming. Maybe you're expecting perfection. And perfection is one of the biggest enemies of discipline. Because the moment you miss one day, you feel like you failed. Then one missed day becomes two. Two becomes a week. And suddenly you're convinced you're not disciplined enough. But real discipline isn't about never falling off track. It's about returning to the track quickly. The person who misses one workout and comes back tomorrow will outperform the person who quits because they missed one workout. Consistency beats intensity. Every time. Here's the biggest truth nobody talks about. Self-discipline is less about controlling yourself and more about trusting yourself. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, even a small one, you strengthen that trust. When you say you'll read for 10 minutes and you do it, trust grows. When you say you'll take a walk and you follow through, trust grows. When you repeatedly prove to yourself that your actions match your words, something powerful happens. You stop seeing discipline as punishment, and you start seeing it as self-respect. Because discipline isn't really saying no to yourself. It's saying yes to the person you're trying to become. So the next time you think you're not disciplined enough, remember this. Discipline isn't waking up motivated every day. It isn't being perfect. It isn't forcing yourself through endless struggles. Real discipline is creating systems that support you, reducing friction, keeping promises to yourself, and showing up again after you fall. Because the truth about self-discipline that nobody talks about is simple. The goal isn't to become a person with unlimited willpower. The goal is to become a person who needs less of it. And when you understand that, discipline stops feeling impossible. It starts feeling human. What's one small promise you can keep to yourself today? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on personal growth and mindset.